The rubber match between you and Hembo. Who was the last coach
So
to
LeBron,
overcome a series deficit of any kind to beat a LeBron James team in the playoffs?
So LeBron hasn't given up that many series leads in his career, to be honest with you. The last time I remember it happening was with the Suns. Oh, 5 times it's happened? I think against the Suns, the Lakers give up a series deficit. But the Suns have had 4 coaches in 4 years. So I think it was against the Suns. I'm thinking Frank Vogel or Monty Williams. I thought he might go with Vogel, but Vogel wouldn't have gotten, Vogel would have won that series, wouldn't have gotten fired. So I'm saying Monty Williams against the Suns like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
Let the record show Shams.
You heard my process.
Shams had it right, too, sitting next to me. The coaches who have beaten LeBron when trailing at any point in a series are Monty Williams, Steve Kerr, Rick Carlisle, Doc Rivers, and Flip Saunders back in 2006. We'll see if Ime Udoka can become the next one to do it. Lakers and Rockets, Game 6 tonight. This series has been a wild ride. It started out with the Lakers jumping to a 3-0 series lead, playing without Luka and Reeves. LeBron turning back the clock, averaging 25 points and 9 rebounds and 8 assists in the first 3 games. But then Houston took control. They blew out the Lakers in Game 4 by 19, then went into LA for Game 5 and grinded out a 99-93 win. Last 2 games, LA has failed to score more than 96 points, which leads us to tonight. Only 4 teams ever have forced a Game 7 after being down 3-0. And as you know, no team has ever come back to win. Houston is seeking to be the 5th. DraftKings Sportsbook has the Rockets as the favorite tonight at -3.5. Kevin Durant has played in only 1 game in this series. His absence on paper has really not been noticed. Yes, Durant in the lineup makes Houston better on offense, but defensively, when Durant does not play, the Rockets allow 8 less points per game at just a hair over 100. So what's at stake tonight? And then potentially on Sunday, maybe everything. I got D. Wood in this because he's going to speak for Laker Nation in a minute. But, Alan, I'm going to start with you because you are my talk show host brother. You and I sort of understand everything in our head is always how to turn something into a topic. Right. But this one doesn't require a lot of help. LeBron James up 3-0 and now in serious jeopardy. What are the thoughts?
Yeah, that's the story. And whether it's correct or not, whether it's fair or not to LeBron James, who was fantastic in the first 3 games, stealing that Game 3 the way he did late in that game, he played great to get them up 3-0. But he can't do it by himself at this point in his career. But that also doesn't matter to the headline makers. It is still something that if they lose this series, it would be historic, and it would be on his record, of course, adding to the debate about greatness. That's what makes tonight's game so critical for him, to even avoid having to play that game. But let me tell you something, Greeny. If we get to a Game 7 on Sunday, that viewership-wise might break records.
Look at my beloved.
How's the anxiety, D. Wood?
D. Wood, will you speak for all of Laker Nation on this morning?
You know, Shams came at me. He's like, you got to look into the camera and give this pep talk to Laker Nation. I've tried not to get too emotionally invested because I know what awaits us in round 2. But listen, damn it, I am purple and gold. I ride and die with the Los Angeles Lakers. I just need my guys to pick up the pace. It seems like this thing is just grounded to a halt. We need to pick up the pace. We need to get running on these guys with the Houston Rockets. It's just too slow. We're playing right into Houston's game right now. They're young, they're big, they're athletic. We got to get those guys moving. So, Bron, Lakers, man, let's run and gun. Let's get out there and start running. We got to create turnovers, have defense, create offense for us, and get this thing done tonight. Because, damn it, I don't want to see a Game 7.
D. Wood is ready. What are we thinking tonight? Windy, I think the whole world is kind of already looking ahead to a Game 7. Are they jumping the gun there?
Yeah, this Rockets team has not exactly been a juggernaut. You know, they're a flawed team. And I know it's LeBron. Michael Jordan would never, even though when Jordan was in his 40s, he didn't make the playoffs. Don't mention that, but I know. But this is not just about LeBron, okay? This is about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves this summer is going to ask the Lakers for one of the biggest contracts in the history of the organization. if he is going to earn that money, he's got to deliver in a game like this tonight. He's got to help LeBron. He's got to get the scoring up. He's got to get the pace up. I know he's coming off of this injury. He was just 4 of 16 the other night. Austin Reeves has got to help supercharge this offense a little bit. The Rockets are trying to hold the scoring down. The Lakers, very, very basic basketball analysis, just get points, okay? Austin Reeves has to be a big part of that.
How about Shans? What are you thinking here as we go to a Game 6 in this series?
I think you have a team in Houston that's found out exactly how they can stay in these games and try to win these games through defense, and it's through this youth and athleticism and these guys that are trying to play both ends of the court, right? They're leaning on the youngest starting lineup in NBA playoff history with Reed Shepard, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. And so Kevin Durant's going to end up missing 5 of the 6 games so far in this series. If they do extend it to a Game 7, I think that will make Game 7 very much in jeopardy for him as well. And then you see if you can get by the series, try to rejuvenate him, get him back for the next round against Oklahoma City, which is going to be an uphill battle. But overall, I think this is a Houston team that's got to be going into tonight feeling like they've found something.
I heard a heavy sob from my left over here.
Because you got to understand, see, in my household, my wife is a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a Lakers fan. Do you know the type of hell that I'm going to get if the Lakers have a historic collapse and then she goes on, orange and blue skies and all that stuff? Like, it would just be very bad for me in my household.
I'm going to have Stephen leave a message for you in the event that winds up happening.
Yeah.
That does feel like, look, Wendy makes a great point. To expect, to put... The world in which we live is such that if the Lakers blow this lead, of course it is historic. No team has ever blown a 3-0 lead in NBA best-of-7 history. To put it on LeBron at his advanced age with the injuries this team has had is, in any just world, not fair and not right. But, Alan, you and I and Wendy and everyone here knows that's the way it's going to be.
We don't live in that world,
right,
especially when it comes to judging greatness, but it's not fair. But they'll put the asterisk on it, of course, no Luka Doncic, and that's a big part of this, but nobody wants to talk about it. But in the end, for LeBron James, the most important thing tonight is going to be turnovers and lack thereof. Like, he cannot turn the ball over. What we saw Houston start doing to him when he was playing point forward was they were coming on his blind side. And every time he turned, they went right at his dribble. High dribble, he's got to keep it under control. That's the danger zone for LeBron James, is the turnovers. That's the part he kept talking about was the issue. If he controls the turnovers, there's a very good chance they end this series tonight.
A reminder about the scheduling in this series. Those first few games were spread out. That played to the Lakers' favor with the aging LeBron. But these last 3, not at all. They played 2 nights ago, travel, and then tonight. And if there's a Game 7, travel, and it's right back on Sunday. So if LeBron is going to do it, he's going to have to do it the hard way. All right, First Take is getting ready to roll. Top of the hour. What message did the Knicks send last night? And following their first-round exit, where do Jokic and Denver go from here? Shea and Stephen A. and company ready to roll. Top of the hour, First Take right here on ESPN.